Peachie. So for this video I want to talk about something that's been kind of amusing me the past few months. I've been seeing a lot of friends and family over the summer. They're always really surprised when we're having a conversation about introvert and extrovert that I am an introvert. They are really surprised and they assume that I am an extrovert. So I got an idea for a video where I'm going to talk about the stereotypes of what it is to be an introvert or an extrovert, and why you can be either without without having to be a stereotype. I think it's kind of important to discuss about because it helps you understand your friends and family more, people you know, if you know which one they tend to side living as. There are people that say they're somewhere in the middle between introvert and extrovert, but actually recently researchers have kind of realised that you are far more likely to lean to one side or the other and you just don't know it yet, or you don't realise what it means to be one or the other. So that's what I'm going to kind of clarify today, but I am going to mostly focus on introvertness because that's what I know and experience myself. So the stereotype of an introvert is one of these three things, or all of them. Really likes reading books, really quiet and shy, and / or really hates people. To be frank, because I am like absolutely none of those three things, and I still very much consider myself an introvert. So I hope when I'm talking about this some people can relate to this, and why you might get frustrated when people don't expect you to be an introvert or not. Okay, firstly, quiet shyness. You do not have to be quiet or shy to be an introvert. It's kind of the stereotype. It doesn't make you any less of an introvert if you're not like really quiet and you like to talk. I can blab my mouth off. I have to edit out so much when I'm making these talking videos because I waffle and waffle. I can chat with strangers quite easily. But interestingly, what it is a nervous thing I noticed, because I do still have this kind of shyness in me that I had a lot growing up. I was really shy growing up, and I feel like it's being replaced when I've been trying to improve myself and my confidence, that I am still actually quite shy. You can tell I'm pretty chill and close with you if I actually stop just like blabbing nervously about random stuff and I'm actually quite chill and I'm listening to you talk and stuff. I can just like talk a lot when I'm excited as well, but normally if it's with a stranger it's because I'm nervous. I actually know some friends that tend to do the same when they're really nervous or anxious. Instead of being really quiet, they actually talk a lot more. But this is a segue for my relationships with people. I can much more chill and comfortable and happy when I'm just hanging out with one person or two max. Let's say they have to be really close friends for it to be two, I think. I can last a lot longer through the day with just one friend or something, and we can have a nice chill day. We don't have to do anything. Than when it's like with a big group of friends. That's more like a really big special day for me, and I do enjoy those, but it really drains me. And with introverts, lots of socializing or just socializing in general drains your energy. It doesn't energize you. But extroverts, it energizes you to be around people and talk with them a lot. And that's where it confuses people with the stereotypes, that because I am quite good at talking with people, say at parties or something, they assume that I'm getting energized by that, when really I'm just excitable to see people, and the excitement very quickly wears off to very tired, even if I'm not showing it. I'm trying to put on a good face, guys. I've had years trying to build up this confidence and be more social, so this is a lot of hard work, many years of hard work. I was just so worried that my friends would be sad or offended if I just spent the day with one friend instead of inviting them around as well, or I'd look multiple friends. Honestly, I feel like we can have a much better connection if we're just one or two of us together, just a chill and much better one-on-one. So I try to like make sure I get to see all my friends like that, but it does mean we see each other less frequently because I've got to like see each other, see each friend individually a lot of the time. And I'd say at least half of my friends are introverts as well, so they kind of understand. I think I'm just like over worrying, thinking that they'll be sad I didn't invite them somewhere or something, because then I usually just go see them anyway. So yeah, like confidence as well, like people assume all extroverts are really confident people and all introverts are really shy, low self-esteem people. I do have low self-esteem and I do have this internalized shyness going on, but I am quite confident. I'm way more confident than I used to be, and I'm really proud of that. Like I said, I'm way better at hiding my shyness and stuff, whereas there's plenty of extroverts who are really shy and are really frustrated because they want to go out and see people all the time and go to parties, but they have this shyness or anxiety that they can't do it. So it's much more complex than just basic extroverts, confident, introvert, shy. And then there's a thing where like introverts often hate people or don't want to see people or interact and mingle, and a lot of introverts are like that, but I like being around people. I get excited to see them. I love my friends and family. I just really need it in moderation. Oh, there's also the book thing, like introverts just you know, read books all the time. Reading books is literally one of the biggest stereotypes of introverts, and it literally means nothing if you're an introvert or an extrovert or not. Most people enjoy a good read as well, so yeah, that literally I'm not even gonna, that just breaking a stereotype by saying no, everyone reads. So that was me trying to like break down some of the stereotypes for each of the types and help people understand, and hopefully that makes you understand some of your friends and family a bit more if they've said which one they are, introvert or extrovert, or you don't know which one they are. It's actually, I find it really helpful to talk about it with my friends and family because they're all quite interested in the theme as well. I think most people like to learn about themselves that way, and it does actually help you understand your friendships and relationships more. Okay, so now I'll talk more about what does make you an introvert and an extrovert. Now, just to note, you don't have to be all of these things, but you're very most likely one or the other if you're finding you're resonating more with this. So I'm just going to do the introvert one. If you're an introvert, you tend to get drained by socializing with people or being around people in general. It doesn't mean you don't like them or that you're not enjoying their company, but you need to have your own space very quite quickly than extroverts. Meanwhile, extroverts get energized by being around people, and they can do it for a really long time, and it keeps their stamina up being around people, and they're more likely to get bored being by themselves, whereas introverts work way better by themselves. So it is actually a good way to help you think about what workplace you'd be best working in. I have like the introvert's dream at the moment where I get to work at home within my own hours. I don't make very much, but I'm very comfortable where I am working on my career independently, and I like to work through the night. It's a very introvert thing to do, is the quietest alone space you can get, and I find that's nighttime because there's no other responsibilities, nobody's going to interrupt you. You can just work in your own wee space. Another sign that you're an introvert is you spend a lot of time at home, and you prefer to be home than going out and doing things. So I often classify myself as a hermit because I really need a pretty big excuse to go out and actually do something interesting. Obviously I'll go out and like post a letter, but you know what I mean, like to actually go out and do something. That is very introverted. It's just if you find that you're craving to be home a lot of the time as well. Another sign that you're an introvert is that it takes a long time for people to really get to know you, that you rarely properly open yourself up to people. Like I said, I can waffle like crazy to anyone really, but when it gets down to like sharing my actual feelings and opinions and deeper thoughts and stuff, I have to be really close with you to talk about it with you in person and stuff like that. I'm quite shut off in that side of me, and that is a sign that you're introvert. You internalize a lot of your main thoughts, feelings, opinions and stuff like that. What I mentioned before, a big sign that you're introvert is you much prefer the company of one or at most two people than being around lots of friends at the same time. So those are the four main signs that you are likely an introvert. If you manage to tick all those boxes, it is very likely you're an introvert. There are a lot more less major ones that you could tick on like a proper test. I'll try and find the best one that isn't just like, are you shy? Do you like books? I'll try and find like a proper one and link it in the video description below, and you can check if you'd like to find out what yours is if you don't know yet. But by now a lot of people tend to know which one they are, and I really think it is interesting because there was a time when it was cool and people used it as a way to talk about themselves. Then people were like, oh, you can't just like use labels like that, and you know, it's people are more complex and you can be one, it can be both. And now again it's starting to be like, no, this is actually a very solid way of getting people to understand each other and their work and stuff like that. So it's back in style. So yeah, I hope you find this video useful. I know a lot of people have talked about this before, but I just want to give my input because it was something that was coming up lately in my conversations. So I will see you next time, and I am just going to go get into my PJs and huddle up because I am done talking. I've been doing 2 videos today and I'm absolutely done with talking. My voice is going now. I just want to be quiet and have some space. So yeah, until next time, thank you for watching. Bye bye.